You're watching an Involve Me tutorial on answer-based outcomes. Answer-based outcomes guide your audience to different outcome pages based on their answers inside of your project. Whenever you create a project where answers are linked to specific results, you may want to display different outcomes based on that result. And answer-based outcome projects are a great way to achieve that. If you were to start an answer-based outcome project from scratch, you would click Start from Scratch and then select Answer-based outcomes. Here is an example of how a project using answer-based outcomes could look like. The three elements which you can use with answer mapping and therefore for answer-based projects are multiple choice, image choice, and dropdown. And the score-based element works with multiple outcome projects only if custom scoring and calculation is activated, which we will get to in a second. In practical terms, answer-based outcomes are most suited for example, personality quizzes, which is exactly what we're going to be showing this example on. We're going to click on the multiple choice content element, and by scrolling down to answers, we can see that each answer has been mapped to a single outcome or multiple outcomes. By default, the project records 1 point or 1 weight for each of the outcome that is connected to the given answer. And the outcome that ultimately gets the most points at the end of the quiz is the one that is shown to the audience member. For example, if the answers that I would provide would connect to stocks the most, stocks would have the most points, and I would be shown this outcome screen at the end. Of course, not every answer needs to be connected to an outcome. If that's the case, and for example, employment wouldn't be a factor, I could simply click here and click on No Outcome Mapped. And now if my audience member clicks on employment, it is not going to count towards any particular outcome. Of course, this feature can be taken into the next level of complexity by checking the individual score and calculation setting. You can find this under Options all the way down, and then just toggle this toggle. What changes now is that I can assign different weights to different answers. I could even assign a weight of 0, or I could assign negative values. For example, if somebody would answer the question, what is your desired ROI per year between 1 and 3%, I could say that if this is your desired ROI, then you should not go into ETFs, and I will assign a negative value of -2 for this answer to count towards ETFs. Alternatively, you could also essentially force an outcome by assigning a very high value, like for example 1,000, to another specific answer. If you need to create more outcome pages, you can simply do this by clicking the plus icon all the way at the very end and then name your outcome page. Once you've done that, the page will automatically appear whenever you try to map your answers. If a particular situation occurs where a participant finished the project with 2 outcomes having equal scores at the end, the outcome connected to the last answer they chose will be the one shown at the end. So that might be something to keep in mind when constructing your projects. By clicking on the cogwheel icon at the bottom, you can see the overview of your mapped questions and answers to outcomes in your project. Also, you can change your project type in the top right here if you decide that answer-based outcomes is no longer the project that you need. Lastly, you could also include a social share element on the outcome pages so that your audience can share their specific outcome on social media right from the outcome screen itself. So I'm going to run through the project one time just so you can see how this would actually behave. So I'm going to start the quiz. How much would I like to invest per month? Let's say 200. I am self-employed. Next. Have you invested before? Yes. How many years of experience do you have? 1 to 2. What's your risk profile? Moderate. What's your desired ROI? Of course, 10+%. What am I interested in the most? Renewable energies. And I got the result of, given your risk profile and experience, the best investment type for you currently is ETF investing. And just like that, you know how to set up a project using answer-based outcomes. If you need more support, go to help.involve.me. And good luck getting involved!